Welcome, everybody, to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the third-ranked team, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Returner steps out of bounds at the 17. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Tries to get it to the running back. Caught near the sticks. It's Waters. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
How about that? That's the way to start a game. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. Short connection to the tight end here.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Back to throw. It's McCall. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
Boy, the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do right from the time he got the snap. The receiver is able to create some separation almost immediately on that corner route.
Looking to chuck it again. Quick throw to the left. He pulls it in for a big gain.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, man, it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with the quarterback. That was great execution.
They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
Of course, what a play here by this linebacker to come up with this sack. I love the call to be able to blitz him here, to be able to put pressure on the quarterback. And over the years, my gosh, I don't know if there's another school in the country that's had as many linebackers with a playmaking ability as Penn State. Micah Parsons most recently, but going back to LeVar Arrington and Sean Lee and Paul Posluszny, I mean, the list goes on and on and on.
The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Third and goal, looking to throw for it. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he throws it away there, avoiding a mistake on third down. And now a fourth down decision coming up.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Gives it to the back. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Here's the second down play. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Breaking free at the 35. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain in the first down. That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Now it's second down here. To the air, it's Allen. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Or it's snapped to the back. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Direct snap to the back. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area. Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades. Going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
Important second down play coming up. Trying to find room. It's Allen. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, he drops to throw. The sure hands. It's Warren. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Nittany Lions lining up here on 1st and 10. Now here's the toss play. He made the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
2nd down and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution in that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Return begins inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Quarterback looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Back to throw. It's McCall. Quick throw to his receiver. And he pulls in the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
You call a quick out on 3rd down.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that 1st down completion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Nice grab. It's Waters. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. This NC State offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw again. Fires it to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Rogers. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT puts him up 3. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And it's field, the returner trying to create good field position here. And the returner is brought down. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And looking for a big play here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
A huge play by this offense. Good timing between the quarterback and the receiver. You could see the quarterback wanted to put that ball away from the defender up high. And how about the receiver? Adjusts to that ball thrown to the outside. Does a nice job of getting his feet down and comes up with that big play.
Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Looking to throw. It's Aller. Looks to the left for a quick throw. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but then make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Physical run, earns the first down.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. Convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Can he get there on the ground? And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on 4th down. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Trying for a 4th down completion. Pass is broken up. Turnover on down. What a stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
On the run, it's Singleton. He breaks free now, has room to run. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blower with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier. They
stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. When they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He steps out of bounds at the 26. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. To throw, it's McCall. Looking for his big tight end. It's caught downfield. The stop is finally made, but it's a big gain. Stopped at the 49.
Good job here to be able to get a foot down. That was awfully close to being out of bounds, but no, he's in.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Grab down the middle. It's Concepcion. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this 1st down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
First down, looking to throw the ball. That's caught. It's Concepcion. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Looking for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, NC State.
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it and finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, so the lead is 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to Get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Aller. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. See what the call is on 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. That's reeled in. It's Warren. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. They'll set up for the chip shot on the left hash mark. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And that will tie the game here. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. NC State will kick it off to start the second half. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They start the drive giving the ball to the receiver in an end around. Tough running to avoid a loss that just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
The defense there showed incredible discipline on the backside contained, and that reverse wasn't going anywhere. Just textbook.
Second down after that previous play. He'll hand it off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. And the Nittany Lions come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Grab near the sticks. It's Singleton. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackled up near midfield at the 48.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Getting set. Here's second down. Back to pass. It's Aller. He's moving out of the pocket. Makes the catch downfield. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. The Nittany Lions keep the football on the move. And looking to throw now on first down. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where is that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Caught behind the line. It's Singleton. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They'll take the lead in the second half. Here comes the point after attempt. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He steps out at the 22, and that's where the drive will begin. Comes the NC State offense back out on the field now. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's McCall. He's running out of time here. Under pressure, just lets it go. A throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Short throw complete to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First down, looking to throw the football. Makes the grab. It's Concepcion. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A 2nd down behind the sticks now.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for the wideout. Makes a spectacular diving catch.
Boy, this matchup is fun to watch. This time, this receiver lays out and makes a huge catch. And, Chris, he is having an afternoon you can only dream about. Over 100 yards receiving and winning these one-on-one matchups. That catch right there shows you how athletic he is.
To throw, it's McCall. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. With the catch, it's Concepcion. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field. Somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Tackled at the 28, this offense threatening now. Another first down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Dropping back, it's McCall. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. He's already at it again.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And the back now goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. We go with a direct snap. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. Looking to pass. It's Aller. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your little slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on fourth down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field. Get him the football on fourth down, come up with a conversion, keep those sticks moving.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down play coming up. They'll run the option. Pitches to the back. Breaking free at the 35. He's tackled after a big gain. Picks up a first down. Great execution on the option. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The Nittany Lions line up with a first and goal. Looking to throw it on first down. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
I love to see this by this quarterback. And instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off. Reminds his defense what he can do with his legs and almost took it to the house.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Penn State. They jump in front here in the fourth.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line is doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return begins inside the 10. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return.
Take over.
So, here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Dropping back, it's McCall. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
They look to throw it here on second down. Bringing pressure. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time. The important play right here. Close game, fourth quarter, third and long. And he'll set up to throw. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete, but here comes the flag. So hold on, let's check that out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. The pocket breaking down. Oh, and it's incomplete, and the drive ends right there.
It's just not a smart decision, in my opinion, here to go for it on fourth down. And, Chris, I know we're kind of in this era now of analytics and when to go for it, when not to. People are aggressive by nature, but to go for it inside your own 20-yard line, the defense lined up, did what they had to do. They get the ball, and now look at the field position that they have.
Makes a quick catch. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. This quarterback on fire today. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And the PAT is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. First down here for this offense. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Looking downfield, it's McCall. Pass rush closing in. On the junior gets home, making a sack there. This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Extending the play now. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Well, that's a big-time scramble by that quarterback. My gosh, if you're the defensive coordinator, you got to be scratching your head. You had him at 2nd and forever. You take away everything downfield, and this guy picks up these yards by running the ball. Now, it's 3rd down. You better make up.
And he lofts it deep over the middle. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State. This will be fun. Strange things happen when the conference championship trophy is on the line. One possession game, fourth quarter. Who's going to step up?
So here's the deal. Your defense just gave up a touchdown. Now all of a sudden we got a game. What will your offense do to be able to secure a victory? You want to win a championship? Go out and earn it.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Look at him run through those tacklers. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. One more first down should do it, but remember, the defense has all 3 timeouts remaining. Quick pass, the catch is made. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Less than a yard to go as they cover the line on second down. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
Toss play to the outside. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's second and 3. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking for some space. It's Singleton. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Or it's snapped to the back. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. And the Nittany Lions will come to the line here looking to convert on fourth down. Fourth down, drops back, looking to throw for it. Going for a big play downfield. Incomplete on the final play, but they wrap up the win. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 and become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, they get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.